So what we're doing today is one of the more popular things found throughout the internet is a wide range of so-called life hacks.
Life hacks. I know what life hacks are. I've always seen them. I'm like, I should do that.
Oh, okay. I've seen some of these though. It's very like Pinteresty, or they're like 10-second videos of like, here's a quick little thing of how to get ice cubes under your fridge.
Life hacks I feel like are always cool for the gram, but not cool for real life. They look really cool on the internet. You see them and you're like, whoa, that's so creative. And you actually try it and you're like, what?
I bookmark them now because it's like, wow, I didn't know you could do that. Like that little loop in the pot is meant to hold your utensils. Yeah.
I've done the pancake in the ketchup bottle, and instead of ladling it into the pan, like you put it in the bottle and squirt it in. I've done that one before.
Sometimes they can just be really stupid, but there are some pretty helpful ones. I've heard of some pretty good ones. It's basically like a better or easier way to do something that's usually pretty creative. And it's supposed to help, but sometimes it just doesn't work.
Use dryer sheets and a fan as an instant air freshener. That's pretty good. I've never even thought about that. And do they just stick on, I guess?
But why? Just get an air freshener.
The smell of like dryer sheets is kind of overbearing, and I don't think I'd want that in my house. I'd rather just get like a little air freshener, like a Febreze.
I mean, I guess you can, but I mean, just a regular fan is fine unless your room just smells so dank and bad that you need to do this. I think that's pretty fine.
That makes sense. Yeah, definitely. Because every time I go in the laundry room in my house, I'm like, it smells so good in here. I want the whole house to smell like that.
That's just lazy, to be honest, because I don't think dryer sheets would actually work, because it would probably be temporary. Like, it'll probably smell good for just, like, as long as you have the fan on, but what if it's cold and you don't have an air freshener, but it stinks?
Use a coffee maker to cook ramen. I feel like that's an old news. Doesn't everyone do that? No?
A lot of these, college kids, I'm assuming, are just eating ramen 24/7, as the typical people would say.
This could really come in handy in dorms and stuff, just because like ramen noodles is like the food of college students, but we don't really have a place other than the microwave to cook it.
Points for creativity, but the second picture looks like it's a brain in a jar. I guess if it works, but I feel like this one's just way overcomplicating it with putting it in the actual coffee pot. I don't feel like that's necessary.
But I don't use cup of noodles. I get the packets. That's not gonna help. I'm not just gonna put it in the bag. It's gonna burn through. If you really love noodles, like everyone else does, you will take your sweet time to make them good noodles. I know I do.
Why don't you just microwave it? Like, this is more work. Now you have to clean your coffee pot. The next person who's gonna have coffee is gonna be like, oh, that's a weird coffee flavor. Just use a microwave and poke holes in the lid.
Heat 2 bowls in the microwave using this handy trick. Okay. See, that's kind of smart.
I already do that. I just put them next to each other. It's not a big deal if they don't move. I still put them next to each other.
Yeah, I mean, this would definitely work. Everyone has a cup. One cup, one mug, whatever it is, You could probably put like a paper towel roll in there if you had to.
That one, I don't know if I completely believe it. I still like to make things difficult for myself and just warm up 2 separate plates in the microwave at a time.
But then it's off center and it's not gonna cook evenly. You have to put it in the center so it cooks evenly.
I would get scared that they're gonna like clash together and like fall on each other. Like, just for a mess, because cleaning a microwave is a lot of work.
Heavy sleeper, tired of snoozing past your alarm, use your smartphone in a cup, trick to crank the volume. I've done this before. I've never used it as an alarm, but I have used this as a speaker.
I don't do that for an alarm, but I do that for speakers.
I do that sometimes like in the shower, like because if my speakers died, because I like to listen to music when I'm in the shower, I'll put my phone in a cup so that the music is louder because it just amplifies.
Now this one's legit. Like, if you can't afford or you just don't have like an iHome or something to like boost up the volume, yeah, put it in a cup on your desk. That one's easy.
Oh, okay. Actually, we've done this before at parties when we don't have a speaker or if like the aux doesn't work. Well, we normally put it in like a styrofoam cup or just like whatever plastic cup that we have and use it. So I've used this one before and it works pretty well, honestly.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Why don't you just hook it up to a speaker? That's easy. Or face it towards a wall so the sound can bounce off. That's easier as well. Don't have to waste a whole cup.
For an easy breakfast, make a scrambled egg in the microwave using a coffee mug. Why?
Yo, microwave eggs? I thought microwave bacon was bad. Come on. I don't like the whole microwave breakfast thing.
Now that is a life hack. I didn't know you could do that. I knew you could cook cake in a cup. That still doesn't taste as good.
I'm not trying to eat microwaved eggs. You know, if I was on the go that fast and whether you wanted a quick source of protein or something like that, the amount of time it probably would take to heat it up, you could probably either make a protein shake or make like a peanut butter sandwich or something like that.
Something about just microwaving raw eggs doesn't sound too delicious. Like, you scramble and then you stick it in the microwave to cook it. I just don't think it would taste very good, but I guess if you're in a hurry.
Me and my roommates have sort of looked up cooking things that we could do in our microwave, but I've never done them because putting an egg, and I feel like it's not gonna cook all the way, and then you're gonna get salmonella, and then you're out for the rest of the semester. And then what? All because you cooked an egg?
Keep chargers from constantly breaking by putting old pen springs on them. I've seen this one. I've never done it, but I really should get around to probably trying this.
I should try that one, because I know a couple of our chargers at home are broken and the wire's sticking out.
I don't think that one's accurate. Because it's still gonna rip. Mine hasn't, though. You just need to take good care of it. Take good care of your chargers. Be responsible.
That could work, actually. Chargers do this so often where it's after you use them for more than a year, they just decide to give out and all the wiring comes out, and then you shock yourself every time you try to plug in your phone.
Wires always friggin' fray whenever you bend them around. Then you have to buy a new charger, and it's a whole thing. So yeah, I do know a lot of people, and I think I have used this before, but I feel like I still find a way to ruin it.
There's two things wrong with this picture. One, it's never happened to me. Two, this is a very, very old picture because those chargers I haven't seen since Nam. Those things are old.
Hair straightener, color irons. This is a dude. He's late on the game. Us women have been doing this for decades.
If it goes faster than it does to take an iron, then, I guess that would work.
Hair straightener, color. Whoa. I'm gonna test that theory.
I'd probably try a wrinkle or so, but again, not too much, just because I don't want to burn my clothes.
I guess that would work, right? It's just heat and pressure. And I guess it's almost like the right size, and like he's doing, you can just clamp it on there and have it iron.
If hair straighteners can burn your hair, I feel like they can burn your clothes, and that might be bad logic, but I feel like I'm gonna end up using it wrong, and then my collar is just gonna be burnt off, and it defeats the whole purpose of the thing.
Heat pizza with a cup of water to keep the crust from getting chewy. Huh. Okay, I guess so. It kind of gets some moisture going in there.
I'll be honest. I like the chewy. I like tugging.
Oh, okay, I do that with I don't do the cup. I put the water in my rice so the rice doesn't stay dry when I put it in the microwave. That's kind of smart.
I've seen this before. I've never tried it, and I had no idea how the science behind that works, but if it works, it works.
Isn't it because the way the microwave works is it heats the water in the food and then that ends up getting rid of it? So by having the water, it's I don't know. That's my best guess. Something like that.
Sure, I'd give this one a shot, honestly, to keep the crust from getting chewy. But even then, I kind of like day after pizza just because it's the whole thing of getting it out of your fridge and warming it up, and it's just that little taste that's different that makes it good.
Keep buns from falling off with clear nail polish. Okay.
I don't see that would help, really. I don't know where I would get clear nail polish.
I feel like I've used clear nail polish for a lot of things, like the inside of jewelry. I definitely trust this. If I felt like anything was gonna fall off, I'd be like, all right, let's strengthen the strings and try it.
I already know I would never use this, just for the reason being is because I hate the smell of the nail polish. But at the same time, it's I've low-key always wanted to get a manicure.
I've tried this before with tights though, so you have tights and it's oh, if you want to prevent them from ripping, put on clear nail polish, but then it just leaves these globs of just clear gel that doesn't look good.
I guess it just kind of acts like a reinforcement or a glue to keep it from falling off. That's a good one for sure. Why wouldn't you do it, right? Because the one time I wear a shirt, my button's gonna fall off, so might as well put nail polish on it.
Use your iron and some aluminum foil to make easy grilled cheese sandwiches. I've heard of this before, but I don't like grilled cheese sandwiches. I am so sorry, world.
I'm gonna assume this is more of a college dorm thing, but yeah, I guess it would work.
So if there's any place where you don't have a stove or anything like that, like a hotel room or a dorm room or just anywhere else, you could actually do this.
Lazy. Why? Why would you use something for clothes for food? And why would you put it on top of foil? Wouldn't that be dangerous? You don't know what that's gonna do.
That one looks like it would take some practice, because you don't want to stop and unwrap it every 30 seconds, oh, is it cooked yet? Is it cooked yet? And then you could easily overcook it too.
I'm pretty sure I've seen this with waffles and stuff. Oh yeah, you turn it upside down and you put waffles on it, or a pancake mix or whatever. I can definitely see this being efficient and saving time, but just the fact that it's ironed grilled cheese kinda alters my thought and the mindset of how good of an idea this is.
I like life hacks. They're always fun. The only useful one I would use is the phone one. The phone one, the fan, probably about it. There's some better ones out there.
They weren't really helpful. I was looking for some that were gonna be like super helpful that would change my entire way of living. But they didn't. Except the scrambled egg one. That might be a game changer for when I run out of like cereal.
There's some of them that I would probably not use just because of how they are and how they play out. But if you're short on time, short on money, life hacks are perfect.
Thank you guys so much for watching this episode.
Subscribe for new shows almost every day.
Let us know in the comments what should we react to next.
Bye.
Hey everybody, Derek here, one of the React Channel producers. You may not know this, but my life is a disaster. It's a mess, it's awful, I can't keep anything straight. What I could use is some life hacks. If you got some, put them down in the comments. Make me a better person, because I could use all the help I could get.